All right, here we go. Rich and TAL talk football. We got a special guest, Ria Loeks.
Hi.
Ria is an obsessed football fan, born in Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
But she's a Duck.
I'm sorry to hear that. Coming from a former Jets fan, that says a lot.
I am an Oregon Duck, though. So, but I do love my football. That's for sure.
Look at what I got here.
There you go.
I thought she was going to have her Oregon Duck shirt on because that's what she's been wearing all day, her sweater.
I know, but I thought I would represent, we were talking NFL, so.
Yeah, somebody's got to represent them.
We do. Let's jump into this.
Okay.
So, we're going to get into the Cincinnati Bengals versus Kansas City AFC Championship game. So let's get into this. The Bengals obviously covered and won, and it went under. So for starters, Ria, let me hear your picks on this because you're an obsessed NFL football fan watching all the games. Go into it.
I went Cincy. I know. I picked the Bengals yesterday.
Why'd you pick them?
I really liked Joe Burrow and what he did last weekend. I think he performed really well, and I had some confidence in him. I was not the biggest fan of Joe Burrow when he was at LSU, but I liked the way he was playing, and I got to admit, I didn't think that Kansas City could do it 3 years in a row. So I thought, my take was the clock was up on them, and just the way that Cincy was playing, I will admit, though, the first half, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, but I was a little shaky on my decision, but I was Cincy all the way. So
wow. She does a do over and under. So TAL, let's go to you. Tell me who you had, what you picked right and wrong. Let's make it fun.
Well, what was the total at the end?
The total for that game was 54.5, which they obviously went under.
So they went under. So I was wrong on all three counts. I had KC. I really thought, look, I was right for a good period of the game. I was really right. But I had KC because I really thought that they were going to pull through Andy Reid. You got little baby goat. You got a good squad there. Their defense isn't anything special, but neither was the Bengals defense. So I thought that, you compare two amazing offenses, but KC's better. Yeah. Apparently not. I was wrong about a lot of things this season. San Francisco surprised the heck out of me a couple of weeks in a row. So I was like, KC's going to pull through in the crunch time, especially right after what they did with Buffalo.
Did you give up the 7.5 though? Or how did you go about this? Because you do fantasy football too.
I thought that they were going to cover that 7. I had 7, but I thought they would even cover 7.5. I was very iffy. I was actually rooting for the Bengals.
I was
rooting for them, but like my logical mind was like that Casey's going to pull through.
Right.
Well, I think that was the smart way to look at it. I mean, if you were going to look at the stats, for sure. But I think, if you wanted to root for the underdog and just the way that, things are playing out, I mean, definitely the first half I was questioning, my decisions. But then when, second half started and, Mahomes was losing it and you could see it in his face.
There was a momentum shift as well.
Yeah. The whole team started getting, you could tell, frustrated with one another.
You felt it. You really did from the house. You saw it.
I wanted Cincy to win. I'm not a KC fan at all. I thought Kansas City would win. By how much, I have no idea. I always love the under, but I'm ridiculous with I always want the under.
Yeah.
But I was kind of shocked the way they really fell apart in the second half because I think the momentum shift when me and Ria were watching it was right before halftime. From what I understand, instead of kicking the 3 like Andy Reid wanted to, Mahomes waved it off and he wanted to go for the touchdown. They didn't get the touchdown. They ran out of time. And then it seemed like, I don't know what happened from there, but from that point out, from the third quarter on, they were not the same team. They almost looked like the team that played in the Super Bowl against Tampa throughout it. It just fell apart. But it fell apart earlier. It fell apart later.
Just to end this last part of this, I think that in the offseason, if they add to their defense, that squad will be unstoppable.
Yeah, I got you. I have no idea, which we're going to get into the next video. We're going to be talking about the Rams game versus San Francisco, just to let people know. And then we're going to talk about the Super Bowl as well. But this was an unbelievable game. I got to say that. Another overtime, which when they got that overtime, when they won overtime again and they got the ball first, I'm like, is this going to happen again, though?
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be a thing for them.
They had so many opportunities, Kansas City, to win. It was like they wanted to lose. And I'd hate to say it, some teams, they usually play to win because let's face it, a majority of the time they win. But in this case, it just looked like they wanted to lose. I'd hate to say it.
I'm glad. I'm really
Me
glad.
too.
I was very happy to see. Honestly, I would have been happy. I know you don't like KC, but I would have been happy to see either one of them win. But I was rooting for the Bengals to win. Joe Burrow. I was rooting for Joe Burrow, really.
Yeah, I think we all were, especially considering the first year what he went through. And then now that he was a team that was in basically the worst team when he went in, and now they're going to the Super Bowl. That's an amazing story in itself. The whole thing is unbelievable.
Good leadership. He seems like a good leader to me.
Yeah, and I want to see a different team than Kansas City in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's my 2
And
cents.
this will make a good Super Bowl game. The Bengals versus the Rams.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be an awesome game.
Yeah, and both quarterbacks have never been there, which is sweet in itself if you think about it as well, right?
Yeah. And since he just, I'm sorry, one more thing.
No, go.
I don't think they were in the playoffs even for like 30 years. I saw some crazy stat like that.
Icky shuffle.
33 years, Icky Shuffle.
33 years. Wow.
Great.
So I don't know when the last time they went to the Super Bowl was, but damn.
I'm doing the Icky Shuffle. Tal's young, Ria. Tal's a lot younger than us. We were doing the Icky Shuffle.
Yeah, we're doing the Icky Shuffle, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We were in our 20s, mid-20s, I'm thinking.
I only heard of it. I've never seen it actually been done.
You were in diapers practically. You're in elementary school. All right. Anything else, Ria? We're going to let you wrap it up. Anything?
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed the game. I agree. I thought KC had it when they won the coin toss, but Joe Burrow and the team, they pulled through. So it'll be really cool. So
really cool. All right, everyone. We're going to wrap it up there. Rich and Tal talk football. All right, everyone. Take care.